Hey y'all, welcome back. This is Kay.
This is Trey.
And we are back again to recap RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 8. We're on episode 9. This was the roast episode, and this is by far probably my favorite or my second favorite episode this season, and definitely my favorite roast out of all seasons. What did you think?
Absolutely. This is definitely the best roast for sure. And I would definitely say this is definitely a great episode
Yeah.
for this season because this season we've had some twists and turns, some ups and downs. But this was a good episode.
It really
This was a good
was.
episode.
It was. And
And
before we dive into it, oh, did you have something else to say?
I was just gonna say that I felt like I also got vindicated this episode, honey.
Oh,
It was some
somewhat.
some people got what they deserve.
I know that's right, baby. And we got to get all into it because I got a few things to say myself, but I agree 100%. But before we dive into the messiness, and it's been a few days, then you're able to cool down, I hope. So, how do you feel now about the results of last episode?
Child, I'm still pissed.
Yeah.
I'm still mad because I mean I don't need to say nothing else except for the fact that it was shady and we all know it. And
Yeah.
I don't care. And that little save that the producers tried to make when they were trying
Mm-hmm.
to show conversations and all that stuff, it didn't play out well for me.
No, I agree. It did not as well. And one thing I do want to say, I feel so embarrassed. So the guest judge last week, as I told you, is the lead singer of Incubus. And I
Mm.
cannot believe it. Again, it's so funny. I listened to their music for so long, but never actually saw the people because, again, a lot of their like album cover art and stuff like that is just animation. So
Hmm.
they never really showed themselves. But you have to. My two favorite songs are Anomaly and Dig. You have to go listen to them songs. It just reminds me of being 21 again, living in LA and relaxing on the beach. It just always takes me back. But anyway, I had to get that out because I felt ashamed of myself. I did not know who that was. But anyways, anything else on the last episode before we move on?
Well, I do want to talk about our comment that was left. So shout out, thank you for commenting. So I just want to give us a shout out. Thank you so much for commenting and letting us know. When we were doing our hate and aid segment, we were talking about Lala's wig. You remember how ill fitting that wig was?
I know. Yeah.
It was so bad. And y'all know Lala is my girl. But anyways, so the comment let us know that Alexis Michelle actually offered Lala that wig for the runway.
That's right.
And that was like some behind the scenes tea. So I want you guys to comment below whether you thought that it was shady that Alexis let her walk out on the runway with that awful wig and probably was like hyping Lala up, or she just really felt like that was the best thing for Lala to do. What do you think?
It could have been a setup.
Okay.
Honestly, because if you loan someone a wig and then you see how it fits, then I mean it is a competition. And again, we know who we're talking about. So maybe it was on purpose. That's what I'm gonna
Mhm.
go with. It was on purpose. Because obviously you wanted that person to go home if you chose them to go home in the first place. So
Mhm.
it could be a unconscious setup, maybe.
I
Uh,
don't think it was unconscious. I think Alexis is very calculated.
and
And so,
plays dumb and plays innocent.
and
Mhm. I get
and
that.
that's what I said, and I'm not changing on it.
I know that's right. Listen, no, I believe it. Just how she has been calculated throughout the season, but leaning on her sensitive side or being
Mm.
sensitive, it could all be a ruse, and I would not be
Y'all know she an
surprised.
actress.
Exactly.
Y'all know she could probably cry.
Exactly. So look, you keep forgetting that part about her being an actress. You're right about that. She could probably
Mm-hmm.
crown a drop of a dime, but yeah, I wouldn't put it past her though. Absolutely not. Like it had to be a setup because for someone that you admire so much, you let them walk out looking a fool like that, especially in your wig. Yeah, that's a problem. But anyway,
I wonder if she really admires her. If she's just playing with her because she know Lala is not about to act on that.
both because
Or
she is
getting that
thirsty.
acting because she is a thirsty hoe.
She
But
is a not a thirsty.
I didn't have to say that.
She is a little thirsty. We're gonna see her thirst build in this episode later too. It started
Okay.
to expand. All right, so
Well, you need to
all
cut
right, then
out.
we
Oh,
have
okay.
Alexis pretty much explaining why she decided to keep Candy over Lala. Blah 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 blah. I felt like more lies coming out of her mouth, honestly. But then again, we will find out in a short while. Obviously, if you watch the episode, you already know why Alexis made the decision that she made. But anyways, the girls get on the couch. They congratulate Alexis on her win. And then Jimbo decides to become a little bit messy and say, why did you send Lala home after you promised Lala that you would keep her? Alexis said, no, 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 no. I did not promise her that. She said that I would never forget it. And she said, I won't forget it. But she said she never technically told Lala that she would keep her, which technically is true when you look back. She never promised Lala she'll stay. But I mean, come on now. She was beating it like she beat it like, oh, like what would you call it, like being like a dead horse or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally she kept emphasizing, kept saying it, and kept repeating that I will never forget this, I will never forget this. So of course, to your point that you just made, she's calculated. She knows exactly
Calculated.
what she's doing, you know what I mean? Because the
Mm-hmm.
first time somebody brought it up to her, she said, I didn't say that, because she instinctively knew that that's what everybody was gonna assume. But
That's what everybody
unfortunately,
was gonna do.
it
Mm-hmm.
backfired on you because people are letting you have it in the comments and on Twitter and so on. But
Everything. I will say, I also feel like this whole. I mean, I want to know your opinion, but I felt like this whole scenario, like them being on the couch and them referencing, um, this conversation and Jimbo bringing it up, it all seemed a bit contrived to me. So it
it
just
was,
seemed like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it did.
I feel like the producers knew that she was gonna get read on like Twitter and everybody.
Exactly.
My favorite. I just want to say this because I don't know who said this first. If somebody knows, please comment below and let me know because I want to Venmo them or
Oh,
something.
not Venmo.
But there was a comment that said you're balding because of your
Oh,
behavior.
that
I
was
literally
so
was
funny when you said
crying.
that to me. And then you liked it. I was like, oh my gosh, they are petty. That was funny though. But
That
child,
was so
all
funny.
that lying, child.
Hmm.
Snatching your hair out.
Okay.
All right, so moving on next, we find out that all the girls voted for Lala. Well, except Jimbo. She couldn't see, so she accidentally pulled Lala's, which she meant to pull Candy's. But we see all the girls pull Lala lipstick. How do you feel about that?
I am not surprised. I'm not surprised because obviously we knew Jimbo was gonna pick Lala. We
Yeah.
knew Candy was gonna pick Lala. The
Mm.
only like quote unquote wild card would have been
Jessica.
but we also I'm not gonna say that. But I feel like we know how Jessica is gonna play the game. I do feel like I have to say this, though I'm upset with Alexis because she lied.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't like her in general because I wish she would have went home last episode, but that's my
Mm-hmm.
personal opinion. Um, I do think that it was Lala's time to go. So it
I
just doesn't
agree.
surprise me that
Yeah,
Jessica, she just, her looks were just not of the same caliber. She
exactly.
did very, very well in, in the competition, in the challenges. But, as we said multiple times through this series, um, she needs she needs more money. She needs more
She does.
time. I mean,
Yeah,
that's really what it is. I hate saying that.
I know.
Or she needs to learn how to sew and make her own money.
Yeah, exactly. That's and that's something I never thought about before. She really does need to learn how to sew because then she could really be turning it out. Because she's
Yeah.
already a great performer. She's funny, charismatic. So I mean, yeah, I would love to see Lala Ree in something else. I don't know what else, like what other shows, like I can't think about it right now, but I would love to see her personality on another show outside of a competition. You know what I mean? I think that'd
Mhm.
be really good. But,
Agreed.
but I agree. I think it was Lala's time too, to your point. With the fashion that she brought, she was not going to win. Like we already knew she wasn't going to win anyways. I mean, just being honest, you know what I mean? But I think she did great. She definitely should be proud of herself. And I hope her following grows even bigger after being on All Stars 8 as opposed to 13. So
Absolutely.
good luck to Lala.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then, of course, I said Jimbo was being messy. Then we find out technically why. And Jimbo was like, hold on. What's going on here? So Alexis also said that, Candy, you know what you said to me in Untucked. And, that's what pretty much made me stick with sending Lala home and not sending you home. So everybody's like, what are you talking about? And then we get a flashback to Untucked where basically Candy says, of course it's only going to be one winner, but it's okay if us New York girls, stick together until it gets to that point. And Candy basically said in a confessional right afterwards, like, of course that's what she's gonna say. She didn't want to go home, duh. So Candy also knows what's going on and of course fighting to keep her spot in the competition as well. So with that being said, do you does it make you feel a little bit better? Well, no, because Alexis just going to be she's just conniving all the way through. But
Well,
I do get it because let's be honest, I feel like we would probably see Candy win a challenge again over Lala, possibly. Maybe I'm not sure, depending on what the challenge is. So
yeah.
maybe Alexis was looking from that view, like but then again, you already knew you had somebody in law like she did it for you once already. But
Hmm.
whatever.
I mean, that's what my perspective would be. So I was gonna say, um, no, it doesn't make me feel better
Yeah,
because she could have just said that to she could have just said that to Lala.
yeah,
If I keep you, will you know what I mean? Will you keep
exactly.
me?
Yeah. But then maybe we'll find out later since she has two crushes this season. And maybe that also has something
Yeah, we'll see.
as well. Since Lala wasn't given, she said, well, then let me move on, child.
Hmm.
Up next, we got RuPaula in the building with these clash of patterns. What do you think about this look?
Mm,
Yeah, I agree. It's
I
like
don't hate it, but I don't
I
love it.
exactly. I don't mind pattern clashing, but it's not. It's like okay, it's cute. It look like one of them blouses Ross be wearing though, don't it?
It does.
It
It
looks
just
good.
the pant the pant needed. I don't know. I feel like it needed. And maybe there is something breaking it up, but Rue's hands are covering it.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
that's
he
true.
always stands like that.
Yeah,
I just feel like it needed a break
it
because my
did
eyes
need.
don't know where to look.
Yeah, it did need a break. But I do like the shoes with the pants though.
Yeah.
I do like that. All right, next, of course, we have RuPaul explaining to the girls what the challenge is this week, and it is a roast on your girl Carson Kressley, yo TT. So I
Not my
think this
TT.
is the first time. I think this is it. They actually been through everyone on the judges panel except now T.S. Madison, who just became one of the permanent revolving judges on season 15. But with All Stars, Carson Kressley. So of course we had a RuPaul roast, we had a Michelle, we had even had a Ross. So now we have a Carson Kressley. So because Alexis Michelle won the last challenge, she gets to choose the order in which everyone goes in. So after a while of deliberating and talking with the producers so they could tell her what order everybody Alexis decide that she's going to go first. Jessica's gonna go second. Candace is gonna go third, and Jimbo's gonna close us all out. So, do you feel like this? I mean, obviously it was strategic, but in hindsight, do you feel like this was a good move for her?
Yeah, I do.
I still do too, because no matter I'm a firm believer in I don't care if you go first, second, third, or fourth. If you're funny, you're funny.
Yeah, and if you're
Literally.
not, you're not.
Especially if it's just a group of four. It'd be different if it's like eight,
It's
like all
17 or
star.
so.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Then yeah, I want to go last so they can remember, or I want to go second and third so they don't remember how bad I did, kind of thing. So yep, I agree.
Yeah.
So up next, the girls have run throughs with Marcel Visage and Alec Mapa. And have you ever listened to their podcast? You know he has a podcast recapping Drag Race with Lonnie Love.
Yeah. Yeah, girlfriends. I
Yeah,
haven't I
so
haven't listened.
yeah, no, I haven't ever listened to. I keep saying that I need to. I'm gonna look. I'll maybe look it up. I don't even know if they even doing All Stars. I know I've seen it went during season 15, like whatever.
They
But
were pushing it.
exactly, they were definitely pushing it in. But I haven't seen it for All Stars. But first, we start off with Jessica Wilde, and Jessica came in funny. She came in confident and strong. She had a few good jokes, just needed to be reworked. The feedback that she got was just not to be so nice and just to cut deeper because she has such a charming um way of talking or introduce her jokes anyways that she could definitely cut deeper and it still be funny. But I mean it's a roast, so you can go all out. This is your opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Then next we have Candace, where of course they first talk about how she won her roast of season 13. And she came in with a few good jokes, but her main feedback was she need to slow down, enunciate, and speak clear, which I mean enunciate is exactly what that means. But you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I wasn't worried about her because we've seen her do a roast before, but I definitely seen how she was just going too fast. She wasn't catching her breath. You know, it was she was kind of talking low. It wasn't clear. So that was a little surprising being that she did so good on her roast. But then, you know, of course they want to edit it one way where it's going to be something completely different um, with the final cut. So then we get Alexis. She comes in, and this girl is not funny at all. She did not have any good jokes. She
No, she
literally
didn't.
sounds like somebody, auntie or grandma, talking about what they did earlier that day or something. Like I didn't understand how she thought that was funny, but her feedback was it was more like storytelling, you know, than a roast. Like she definitely needs to edit down and make it punchier, like joke, joke, this joke, that joke, like, and don't prolong it so long telling the story. I was so bored. I'm like, Alexis, like, I mean, she's like 39 or something like that, but she literally, she's kind of like Jinx, how they both act like they like 50-year-old women. Like, that's what Alexis gave me, like a up like a New York Jewish like lady in
Golden
her
girl.
50s. Go exactly messy, like all of that. But yeah, she got her feedback. So we move on to Jimbo. So immediately Jimbo said he was gonna do John Rivers. What were your first thoughts when he said that?
So my initial so backtrack. I did watch Canada Drag Race season 1.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I still haven't.
and yeah, I mean it's good, and I did think that his John was not as funny as Lucy's to me in Snatch
Okay.
Game,
Yeah.
but I knew it was gonna be a huge payoff. The
Yeah.
only thing I was worried about is if they would read him for doing characters because they do that sometimes.
Uh,
However, Jinx has always done that and it did very well for her. And so I think that he was picking up on that cue. And I think that this was a great idea. And you know she's the queen of roasting. Like
Yeah,
that bitch is fun. Have you ever watched any of her like
I was
classic
about to
roasts?
say I've heard that she was, but I never watched them. So I honestly didn't know what to expect. I figured she would be funny because of Snatch Game. But again, that's more of character. Like, you can make
Hmm.
people funny with actions and moving and stuff like that as
Yeah.
opposed to a roast. Like, you got to punch it. So to be honest, I figured she would do well, but I wasn't sure. And then
Hmm.
based off the edit, of course, they did not make it seem like she was going to
She
do
was gonna do
well.
good. I was kind of scared after that edit because I was like, I know this would be hilarious. I hope she doesn't change her mind not to do Joan
Yeah.
because of the critiques. But I, you should definitely go on YouTube and watch Joan Rivers roast. Like there are ones where they're roasting her, and she was so funny even up until her old age. Like she was
Yeah.
hilarious. Like
Yeah.
it's really fun, and she's like when they were talking about her like being filthy and like really just not caring going all the
Yeah.
way there, that's really like she was like I'm gonna say a trendsetter, but like she took it there. It wasn't there was no like I don't know. And have you ever seen like the celebrity roast and stuff like that? Like you ever
Yeah, I
watched
was
any of
about to
those?
say when you said have I ever seen her roast, I thought you were talking about Jimbo, not Joan Rivers.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
I've
Joan
seen
Rivers.
celebrity roast and all that stuff. I've seen like one or two roasts of hers, and she is funny as hell. My bad. I thought you was talking about Jimbo. That's what I'm like.
Oh no. I never see cause did Jimbo didn't do a roast, did he?
No, and
This
I
was his
thought you
first
meant
one.
like outside of Drag Race. He did
Oh
roast,
no, I was
yeah.
talking about Joan. I was talking about Joan.
Oh, okay. But no, honestly, for me, when I'm not gonna lie. When he said Joan Rivers, I kind of rolled my eyes. I'm like, because we've been seeing so much Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, well, you know what? If it's funny, I don't give it to me because I never got tired of Joan Rivers. Anyway, what was that show? The one of the last shows she had, I think Fashion Police. I used to watch that sometimes, and she was hilarious. I mean, she was always hilarious on anything I watched her on. But yeah, I was like, no, as long as it's funny. But even the girls when after they picked, their spots that they were gonna go in, they were kind of like, oh, are you, when he said he was gonna do Joan Rivers, they're like, oh, are you sure you're gonna do that? You sure you want to do a
Hmm.
character? Like, a character could be good for Snatch Game, but is it gonna be great for a roast? But
Hmm.
we'll see. But Jimbo definitely gets some feedback. His jokes were just a little bit too complicated. They needed to be explained. It was funny after you explained it, but again, it's like, yeah, it needs to be obvious. Just like they said, Joan Rivers, like she's not that articulate with her jokes. She's just going in.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So I
Well,
definitely.
I will say though, I thought that his jokes were funny. I literally laughed at every single joke that they said, and I did not understand why they were not laughing. Like
I did too, but I will say the first one with Richard that takes more dicks than Richard's party. So I didn't get that
I
one,
cracked up
but I
so
got the
hard.
leg cross.
You did. Not this man.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, but yeah. So next we get one of the most beloved comedians
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Drag Race content. I was like, yeah. So like, look at them. They put host season 7 All Star 2. I'm like,
Hmm.
you better list them credentials.
Let's go.
Katya came in. She was supposed to be giving advice, but Katya was just in there being messy, which I
Hmm.
live for. It's like, oh, so who do you think got the biggest penis in the room? Would you fuck any of the girls that's in the workroom and blah 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 blah? So of course, when she asked that question,
Oh, here she goes.
thirsty over here was like, yeah, I had a thing for Lala when Lala was here. Katya was like, Lala Reese. She was like, yeah. She was like, but one thing I never thought of was that, like I'm starting to have a thing for Candy. And Candy was like, say what, bitch? She's like, oh, okay. But then, then she kept going out of the room, just talking, pretty much just being messy. Anything significant about this moment you wanted to talk about?
No, I just love Katya. Katya, if you're watching, I love you.
Yeah, and it's so
That's all I
funny. I
gotta
was
say.
not a Katya fan at first, but I really like Katya now though. Like she is hilarious to me. I
She's
just
so
didn't
funny.
get her at first because remember when you used to tell me to watch Drag Race? So I was like, no, I'm good.
Hmm.
But right before I started, I actually saw first before I started watching Drag Race. So that's when I was introduced to Trixie and Katya, and you can't get Katya until you see her on Drag Race. I feel like you know what I'm saying. Like she's
Yeah.
funny on but I was like it's something about her I just don't get yet. But once I got her story and I started watching Drag Race, I'm like, oh yeah, I love this bitch. Like yeah, I
Mm.
like Katya. So of course she
Yeah,
does
she's so
army crawl out of the workroom, being extras. You know what? As
hmm
usual. But then we get to the runway.
Mama Ru.
You got Mama Ru up in this what you call it, high slit cut waist dress.
Mm.
The makeup's looking good. I mean, is it a point to even call out the hairline at this point anymore? Because
You know what it is? Okay, so it looks like she's standing in front of her wig. Like it looks like
oh my
it.
god!
It looks like they're in the
I
process of
can't
putting
like
on her hair.
somebody standing behind her with a wig and she's standing in front of them. That's oh my! I cannot unsee it.
Oh my
Now all I see
god!
is the
It's like
bald head
a
RuPaul
bald head. That's how I
with a
see
deep
it. That's all
face.
I see. Yes, I swear that's what I see every time. Though I will say,
Ooh.
I feel like it's been a while since she's worn this like long hair. You see, it's past her
Yeah,
waist.
yeah.
This is really pretty. I love the hair,
I
but it
love
just
it. Yeah,
looks like her
it
face
does.
just look like her face looks gorgeous, but it looks like she looks like a floating head or something.
You
Her
know
wig
what?
is floating off her head.
You know what I would live for if she ever came out on a runway and like maybe this like motorcycle expired look with like a bald head or like a Grace Jones type look with a bald
Yes.
head. Yeah, I would be on the floor in a good way. Like yeah. But I like the dress. I think she looks good. But to your point, yeah, I cannot unsee that now. That is so funny. And then, like you said, when you sent me a text and said Michelle looked good, I said, "Oh yeah."
Okay.
Like
So
you
you know
ain't
how
had
I be talking.
nothing to say about her this week. Michelle looks amazing this
She
week.
looks
She always
so
looks good
gorgeous.
to me, but that straight with the light wave or whatever
Yeah.
is so looks so good on
It
her.
looks really, really good. This is it. You know what I like when
What?
she embraces her softness and her
Ah,
feminine.
yeah,
It's her feminism. It's
yeah.
really she looks
That's what it
gorgeous. She
is.
looks more
Yeah,
natural.
yeah.
The makeup's not as heavy.
Uh-huh.
I love love this. And I love her hair too. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
normally I that's normally where I struggle because I feel like she does these just
Mhm.
and I know she's on a TV show and I know she's sitting next to a drag queen, but like
Yeah,
I just
that's
feel
what it
like
is.
she always look uncomfortable. Her face look too tight. Like it looked like
Yeah,
she got pulled. Like you
exactly.
know, she got a facelift with
Uh-huh.
how her hair be
No,
done. This is really gorgeous. She did a really good job. She looks beautiful.
yeah, she does.
Well, her team, her glam squad, they
Yeah,
look good.
exactly. Okay. But no, I agree 100%. Then we got the woman of the hour, Christina Cressley. Looking like Carson. I mean, what else you gonna say? Okay.
Mm.
Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, hold on. There we go. And next, we got Tom Felicia, aka Jackie Wood, from number one. Of course, the first thing everybody know Tom from is I was about to say Queers Folk.
Well, I ain't seen that show in so long.
Okay.
Damn, that took me
I used to
back.
have to sneak the watch. Child.
Me too. Oh my god, that's a whole
Oh
nother
man,
episode.
that's taking me bike. I can't.
Okay.
But what's the name of the show?
queer eye.
Queer Eye. But yeah, on Queer Eye. Oh, I see what it is. And then also what's it called? Secret Celebrity Drag Race, right? No, not Drag
Yeah,
Race.
yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Which actually that was okay. I kind of like that show. I wonder if they're gonna come back with it. But that was a pretty decent show. Anyways, let's get on to the roast. Look at all the pictures of Carson. First up, we have Alexis Michelle, who looks absolutely stunning, by the way. Looks really good. And I would love for you to start us off with Alexis. What did you think of this performance?
Okay. So, so, what did I think about this performance? Um, I thought it was good actually. I couldn't even say
Yeah.
nothing. I was mad because I wanted her to crash and burn.
Yeah.
But she didn't. She held her own. She did. She held her own. She did good. Um I was also surprised because again seeing her green with envy on
I know, right?
on her original season, that was a mess.
Yeah.
So I didn't have high expectations, but I also just didn't really have any expectations for her.
Yeah.
And I think that she did a really good job. I
Yeah,
just did a
I
really good
agree.
job. She had
I
some laughs.
agree. I think it did start off a little bit slow, but still funny. She got some chuckles and giggles, here and
Yeah.
there. I think she really didn't ramp up until the end. I love the one about um I think she said Carson did a TV show How to Look Good Naked, and she was like, "You don't." And then she was the author of a book. Does this book make my butt look big? It's like, honey, nothing can make that flat ass look big. So I definitely think she finished off really strong. But no, I agree. I think she did good, but to the judge's point, just not as funny as everyone else.
Everyone else. Yeah, I agree.
Now Jessica, on the other hand.
Now this is when I started cracking up.
Bitch, okay, throughout the whole thing, Jessica was so funny to me. She came out funny when she pointed over, like, thank you so much, RuPaul, for opening the door to these gentlemen. And then she pointed over to the girl. And then she was like, Carson, he's an author, he's a this, he's a that, and the most funniest of all, a dancer. And the two favorite animals with the sparky
That one
eyes.
had me
That one.
dying.
But baby, when she got to the CUNT,
That was
that
hilarious.
was so funny. It's like behind that hard face, there's charisma. It's like, and you're unique because nobody want to look like that. Nerve because you went on Dancing with the Stars, and the talent to make us all believe you got
Then you
talent. I
actually have
said, you better
talent.
go
That
off,
had me
Jessica.
cracking
I
up. She
know.
was funny. She was
She
funny.
was hilarious, so funny. But you ate that for sure.
Hmm.
Next, we got Condoleezza Muse, who was
Big Bird
also
herself.
funny. Huh?
I said Big Bird herself.
I know it's okay. Stop doing Candy like she looked good though, but that was the first thing I thought about too when she came up. But it was funny because when she first came out, she was like, "Yes, Jessica, we understood every word you said." I said, "Don't speak too soon, sweetheart."
Ah!
Is we gonna hear what you got to say? But we did.
We
But she
did.
came in with some cute ones like, she look as mad as she. Oh no, she never seen so many people cry like Alexis Michelle other than Ginger Minge at a buffet when the crab legs sold out. And then she got all real about you're the grandfather that we know is gonna die real soon. And my
Hmm.
favorite one with her was, we have so much in common. I love ketamine and you're an equestrian. That was so
That had me
clever
cracking
and
up.
so funny. I was like, go ahead, Kenzie. What do you think?
Also, I think she did a really good job because, and I would think that the thing that set Candy apart from every single person,
Uh-huh.
and I mean every single one of them, I don't think she was as funny as some of the other girls, but she was in the moment and she
She was.
reacted with the crowd, and it takes a real professional, because anybody, when they were like, ooh, and she
Uh-huh.
was like, bitch, it's a
It's
roast, it's
roast,
a roast,
okay?
she let everybody know, like, no, this is funny, this is what
Yeah,
we're here to do, do not play
exactly.
me. and
Exactly. Okay.
and every other girl, I feel like, just would have really stumbled after that, and
I
she was just
agree.
really, really in the moment. And I think out of all four girls last night, it was the least rehearsed to me. Even though I know
Yeah.
we heard some of the jokes,
Yeah, we did
obviously
like favorite
prior.
song, hit song, and I was like, okay, we heard that before. I
Yeah.
still did. Then season 14.
Yeah. So I thought that I thought she did a really good job.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. All right, so up next we have Joan Rivers. You go first on this one.
Well, Jimbo,
Baby.
child, I was
O-
dying.
Okay.
This has had
Like
me cracking up. Me and Garrett were dying,
I was okay, like from start to
dying.
finish.
It was so funny. It was so good. It was so good. There's not. I mean, I have like, this was perfect.
Literally came in, was like, oh, I didn't know I was gonna come from the grave to the zoo.
To the zoo,
It was like
literally.
Candy being on hooked on phonics, how it didn't work. But bitch, when she was like, "You're so full of shit," RuPaul's diapers jealous. It was like nothing has been so full of shit other than Alexis mouth at Folsom. Folsom, I said. And then she was like, RuPaul is so old. You want to know why that desk is so big to fit her catheter and the scooter she came in on? She's like, no, let's come roast the woman of the hour, Ellen DeGeneres. And she's
Generous.
like, feel the
Oh
sweat.
my god! It was from start to finish. It was fucking hilarious.
Literally. I
Literally everything was great.
love me some Jimbo. Oh my God. Jimbo is, I'm sorry, but he is the winner of this season. I don't care what
Absolutely.
nobody says. And now we know how it's going to be rigged for him to win when it comes to the lip sync, which we'll get into.
We'll get
Like,
into
you
that.
remember when I texted you yesterday? I can't believe what I'm watching right now that's on the
Mm-hmm.
screen. It was during the lip sync.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, next up we have Jackie Wood. I was like, oh, okay. I just want to add the screenshot in, but I ain't got nothing to say. It was funny, but somebody probably wrote those jokes for her.
Okay, but I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Does she not kind of look like Amethyst to you?
Yes! Oh my God. I was looking at her and I was like, who does she look like? All, down,
Amethyst from
all the
season
way.
15.
Amethyst. Yes. Full grown amethyst. Look, amethyst
Yes,
look like.
Amethyst Mama.
Okay, exactly. That is so funny. Wow.
When she came out, I said Amethyst,
I know, right? Like,
and
what's
then
going
and then I was like, oh, did I realize who it was? But I was like, but for a quick second, I was like, huh?
on? Not amethyst.
Anyway,
Oh, that's right. Well, all right, y'all. It's time to get onto the runway, and it's time to see if we was an 8 or if it was a hate. First, we have Trinity the Tuck. Oh, I mean Alexis Michelle.
I mean, Aja the Queen.
Oh! She looked like everybody except herself, but
Except for
damn it, she looked good.
she does look good.
She
She
looked
does look really
good.
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 She look like all the season 9 girls.
Okay, honestly,
Come on.
I know, right? But I'm sorry, in the picture on the right, she looked just like Trinity to the top. Like
She does the makeup.
the makeup, the nose, and the makeup, the
The
eyes.
hair is
Yes,
Aja,
the hair. Yeah, the hair is Aja all the way. But yeah, body looked
but the
good.
makeup, the body
I
look
love the
good.
sway. Oh yeah, I forgot to say the runway is what was it? Snow Bunny. Snow Bunny. At first, I was like, was it Snow Queen? But no, Snow Bunny. I was like, okay, let's go. But no, I think she hit. It was definitely an 8. Like she ate
She
this.
she ate this. She
Eight,
ate this.
definitely. Up next, we have
Well, no. I'm sorry. I gotta back up.
uh huh.
This for me, because for this runway, I gotta compare to what eight really is on this runway tonight because it's
Uh
some
huh.
good looks.
Yeah.
This was a soft eight to me,
Yeah.
but she ate. It was just a
Yeah.
soft eight.
Yeah. It's still an 8, regular 8 for me. She
Look,
did.
I ain't giving her all her flowers on
I
that
know you're
one.
not. It's all right. You ain't the only one. All right. Up next is Jessica Wild. And honestly, to me, the only cute thing was the coat.
Yeah,
Like,
it
it's
was
not
okay.
elevated. It's not, excuse me, maybe if like the suit underneath were rhinestones or something, but like the buckles in the front just make it look so cheap to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just looked like scuba gear. Like, she literally about to go
Mm-mm.
scuba diving to me,
Minus the boot and the jacket.
minus the boot and the
I
jacket.
mean, it's a blue cat suit.
Yeah, literally, that's it. I'm so sorry, Jessica, but I'm gonna have to get us a soft hate.
Same. It's a soft eight for me.
Yeah. Up next, we got Candace Muse. Giving Candace Muse. Like giving what she been giving all season.
No, this is a different silhouette for her, but I don't ever want
Is
to
it?
see a bra corset panty. Thanks, Tabasco. It's
Yeah,
dead to
and
me.
Irene.
Uh,
Because she tried it.
God,
If
the
she was on
first
more
one.
episodes, we would have seen a lot more of
Oh, I know. My goodness. I
it.
just don't want to see it no more.
I don't either. I'm so sick of
It's
it.
tired.
It's nicely made. I do like the stones on the leggings or the whatever, the tights. I mean, that's
Hmm.
cute. I mean, it's not a bad outfit, but we've just seen it so much, but it's not right for the runway. What do you think about the boots? Do you like the boots?
I mean, I like the ensemble. I think it fits the like. It. It's like a funny version
Yeah.
of you know of what they supposed to be. But I think it looks. I mean, I think it looks nice, but it's a soft eight for me because I just don't want to see. I think what she did, she did well, but
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
don't
it's
like
made
it.
well. It's nice. Yeah. I agree. It's a soft 8, but I would just love to see Candy in some different silhouettes. I mean, you say it's different for her. Is if you attach the bra to the corset, it'll be the same thing she be wearing, child. So,
No, you're right.
but she looks good though. All right, up next we have Jimbo, the one of the queens from the north. I was about to say queen from the north, but I ain't gonna do Brooklyn like that. One of the
Bye,
queens from the
Brooklyn.
north. I knew you was about to say
Let me know when you're wearing something.
something. Okay. Oh, she won Miss Continental like 10 years ago.
She couldn't do it again.
Ooh. Up next is Jimbo. Now,
This bitch ate.
eight, eight, C8.
This bitch went to the buffet, hoe.
Is okay. Okay. Look,
Baby.
baby,
This is
what what's the one, what's the fashion one? With Raza
ISIS.
and now
Oh,
no the show. What do they say? To the boot,
that
but they
to the
say
boot.
shoot if
Shoot.
it's like real. They say shoot if it's like immaculate, perfect. Like they
Oh, this
say
was a
shoot.
shoot, man.
Yeah, they'll say shoot. No, but how you say she was at the buffet? I'm like she full. That's
Yes,
what I'm trying to
honey.
get to. She full.
Okay, she
She ate,
full,
got
honey.
full, and got the itis, and she
Okay.
at home taking a nap. Okay.
She did this. Like the only thing that I would change,
I bet I know what.
the wig.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah, I'm
wig is
not
the
a
only thing I
fan of
would
those
change.
wigs,
Well, it's not even that it's not. I
but it's
I'm
not.
not a huge fan of them, but it's not. I wish she would have given us like a beehive, or if she was gonna do this
The
kind
beat
of
I
a
would have
look,
yeah.
yeah, like making it just more big because it looks like it looks her whole outfit looks so expensive, and then her wig looks impoverished to me.
Yeah. Ooh, not impoverished. No, no.
Like
I get it.
you
Yeah.
know, it looks
It's not matching the
thin.
volume of the outfit either.
Yeah, she should have. You know who should have did her wig?
Cool.
Oh, Blue Hydrangea.
Uh-huh. Because
She
every
should have
time I
had a
see a wig like this, I think of Blue. But Blue does
blue.
well.
She does them well.
Yeah.
She should have got a blue wig for this.
Yeah.
This is gorgeous. I love this.
I love this too. And at first, I was like, I wish we could have seen a waist, but you don't always have to see a waist with things like I like this. It almost made me think it's a reveal coming up next or something.
Hmm
But no, I agree. Like she completely ate this, like always.
She
All
did.
right.
I don't know about like always, but she did a good job.
Oh no, for most of the part, Jimbo kills runways to me. Ever since UK versus the world, like I can't speak on Canada, but since UK versus world, I would say maybe she had two that was like underwhelming, but
Hmm
she usually eats. All right. So next, first when we get to deliberation, I just had to talk about Candy being thirsty with Tom Felicia said, Tom, if you ever in New York, call me. He looked so uncomfortable when she did that. But anyways, the girls get their feedback, and then we find out that Jimbo's the winner with her fourth win on All Stars, baby. You can't tell me Jimbo ain't about to take this home. I'm sorry. Jimbo is. So we find out Jimbo's the winner. So then we prepare for the lip sync assassin. Did you hear who said that they thought it was Violet Chachki?
And somebody said, no, somebody said, who else did they say? Oh my
Shea
God, they
Coulee?
said, Shea Coulee.
That was Jimbo
I was
saying
like,
when he
that
saw.
was so disrespectful.
Okay,
That was
Jimbo's like
so
Shea
fucking wrong.
Coulee. I was like, you a nut. But how do you feel about seeing this same outfit again that we saw in Canada versus the world during her talent?
Okay, so here's the thing. I knew this was gonna be funny, and
Yeah,
I knew that she was gonna pull it out. And this is what I've been asking Jimbo to do the entire time.
you have.
However, however,
Come on, however.
this was so produced, and you knew it was produced.
100%.
And
And
I
that's
do not like that they did that to Silky. Like
me
it did
either.
not feel good. Now I personally don't think that Silky is the best lip syncer, like the
Nah.
best lip syncer of all time or nothing like that. But she's good. Like
Yeah,
she's not a
absolutely.
bad lip syncer at
Mm,
all.
no.
But you could tell that Silky during the whole lip sync, Silky knew she was going to lose to Jimbo. She knew what she was brought in to do, and I mean, but you could see it like, and then when the song came on, I was like, really?
Yeah, that's when I text you.
And that was the thing that upset me. Like, that's the only reason that I was like, real like, I'm not mad at Jimbo when I felt, and I texted you last night. I said I felt so conflicted, and I felt conflicted because Jimbo killed killed the roast.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
he murdered the runway. He deserved that win last night.
Definitely. Definitely.
But I want him to win because he is truly the best and not because he is the help of the producers. And you could just
Exactly.
see it to me.
You
It's
saw
like I
it.
could just see that the producers were all over it. Like the song choice,
Yep.
like the
Yep.
fact that he like brought the outfit, like he knew he was gonna play that character at some point in
Uh-huh.
time. It was just like it was funny. It was fun. I was cracking up the whole time, and this is how again, we've said this in multiple conversations. I'm sure we've already said it on this series. Like this is what he needed to lean into to be a good lip syncer,
Yep. Exactly.
but I can tell he didn't think about it. It wasn't a thought behind his mind.
Nope.
It wasn't Jimbo's thought. It was the producers. Hey,
It
I'm gonna give you
was.
this song. This is what you need to do with this song.
Yeah. And I don't
And
like.
then
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
the last thing I was gonna say is, but if you actually watch his lips, he didn't know the lyrics.
Babe, that's exactly what I was about to get into. So I watch Roscoe's,
Hmm.
and Silky lives in Chicago. So the guests were, was Lala Ree and Alexis. But right before they got to when they was gonna announce who the lip sync winner was, Silky ran up to the stage, and of course, the crowd and everybody went crazy. Oh my God, Silky's here! They was like, pause it, pause it, pause it. And Silky threw shade and said that she said that no matter what the results is of this lip sync, she like, I'm still the lip sync song, so everybody clap or whatever. And she was like, I love that they showed the parts where Jimbo knew the words, and then everybody was like, ooh. She was like, because I'm telling y'all. She was like, she's like, for the first half of the song, Jimbo did not know the words. And she was like, that's why you'll see me keep like kind of like pointing at Jimbo, looking at the judges, because she didn't know the words. So
Hmm.
they purposely edited all of that out. We already know what's going on, but it's just so blatant. It's just crazy. That's the thing.
Hmm.
Like, Jimbo's talented. I love Jimbo, but I don't want you to. You so lucky that I do think you deserve some of these wins. You know what I'm saying? Well, all the wins that you got this season, I think, yeah, you deserve them. But it's just like, I don't like that it's happening this way, and I don't like how it happened at the expense of Silky, because she did
Yeah,
have that reputation and being
that's her legacy.
exactly. You saw what she said when she walked off the stage. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
everybody gonna remember this. I lost to Jimbo.
Hmm.
But anyways, like we were saying, I mean, one thing I will say is I do appreciate Jimbo being more energetic and just doing something. And maybe it was uncoordinated, or they didn't know what they were gonna do. And then the baloney, I'm done with the baloney. No, no more baloney, please. I don't want to see no more baloney. Then you start throwing it. Then Silky picked it up and ate it and start throwing it. it was it is what it is. The Silky said, "Let me bend you over and get some."
That shut me cracking up.
Okay. And Silky like she might be knowing what she doing too.
Oh.
All right, Big Silk with the good milk.
Okay.
But then we get to the end, and I already knew what was about to go down. But I mean, I'm not that mad at it. It is what it is. Jumbo ends up winning. And then we find out who's going home. And I love that Jimbo was smiling when he pulled out this lipstick.
That's true.
Alexis. And unfortunately, our girl goes home. She says, I have my panties and I'm taking them with me. Told you she was like an older lady. It was funny though. It was cute, but she had just like an older lady. It's so funny. And at least she looked bomb doing it. So
Hmm.
this part was funny. Look at Silk. Silk like, y'all brought me here for me to lose the damn Jimbo. That's what she looking like.
Cause she already knew.
She knew what was
I
up.
just, I
Just
feel like
get
they also. I
prepared.
wouldn't be surprised if it was a Jinx Monsoon detox moment where they changed the song at the last minute.
Oh, I know. I
I
know.
like that to come out.
Oh, good.
It's really annoying.
It
That's
is.
a,
And
it's
they
a,
actually do that too. That happened with Alexis Michelle when she came back. I think it was All Stars. What was it? I said Michelle. Alexis Mateo. I think it was All Star 6 or something like that. She
mhm.
said, no, it was Roxy Andrews. And I think it was, I forgot one of the two. I think Roxy was a lip sync contestant on All Stars 5. And I forgot who she was lip syncing against. But at the last minute, they changed the song to a country song. And she said, nope, cancel it. I'm not coming. I'm not going to do it. And they ended up changing the song back to what it originally was so she could come.
Mm.
So I wouldn't be surprised. And they probably just patted on Silky paycheck and said, girl, take this and be quiet. I wouldn't be surprised.
Mhm. Yeah.
So that's All Stars 9. Karma came back to collect. And we got the
Mhm.
girl Alexis Michelle out of here. I mean, aren't you devastated?
I don't know why you keep calling her my girl.
Yo, girl.
And those are the girls left my girls.
Oh,
My girls went home. I don't know. I do think Jimbo has grown on me a lot this this season so far. Um, and I feel like I've said it before and I'll say it again. I just don't like her attitude sometimes when she loses, but she hasn't lost this. She hasn't lost this. She also, I just have a question. Do you feel like do you feel like she knows that she's gonna win or that she's being pushed by the producers? She just seems too comfortable in like not knowing the words and like, you know what I mean? It just all seems like she knows to me. Or am I like reading into it a lot?
I had it on mute. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I think my microphone turned off for some reason. I don't know. But anyway. But yeah, no, I was saying that I think she also knows. And yeah, she's just too comfortable. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was an agreement behind the scenes between them and she kind of knows what's going on. Like, I definitely won't be surprised at all. But we'll see. So next episode is makeovers. So I'm like, are we gonna have a top two? Is someone else getting eliminated next episode? Hmm. We'll see. I guess.
What if they don't do a lip sync for the
I
crown?
don't think they will because we know the rigor Morris that's going on.
Oh my god.
I'm so curious on what this last episode is going to be about because I mean, are they going to pull one where everyone did good and we're going to have a top three? But this is like, I mean, it's already almost too late, I guess, for them to have I mean, you gonna what? I mean, what's the finale gonna be? Your Tic Tac lunch with two people and one lip sync? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm so curious on how this is gonna go. But I'm sorry, we already see Jimbo front and center in this promo pic. We know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
I personally don't care if Jimbo or Jessica wins. I do think Jimbo deserves it more. Well, it's hard to say because you get in that push, but I do think in challenges and runway, Jimbo did better than Jessica. Although Jessica was on her ass, you know what I'm saying. So I wouldn't mind the two winning. I definitely don't think Candy's gonna win because we
How
could.
many?
She's not
I'm
being
sorry.
pushed, and if anything, she may be going home next episode. If you think about it.
What episodes did Jessica only has one win, right?
Yeah, she only has one win, and that was
And
the
it was and she shouldn't have won.
yeah, that's true.
She shouldn't have won. I'm sorry. I stand by that. That outfit she made was not good.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. We will see. But anyways, what do you guys think of the episode? I would love to hear your opinions on how you feel about Alexis leaving. Do you feel like she got her karma? Or do you feel like everyone should stop hating on her? Please comment below. We will be coming out next with Drag Race Down Under season
Hey,
Meet the Queens. So please be on the lookout for that. Turn on your notification bell. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video. Anything else you want to say?
that's all I got for today.
That's all I got too. So with that being said, bye y'all.
Bye.